and I have some exciting news for you first off, or at least I'm kind of excited about it. A little announcement. I am planning to, at this point, start coming out with new videos on my YouTube channel every Monday. So every Monday, if you're interested in this stuff, hit subscribe and click the little notification bell so that they can let you know each Monday when I upload and post a new video. So anyway, moving on from that, I want to talk a little bit about why I'm still vegan after 8 years. My 8-year vegan anniversary was just a few days ago. It was February 1st, 2019. And I'm not saying this to brag or act like I'm better than anyone else or anything like that. But because I have now been vegan for 8 years, I feel like that does make me a person who does know something about this. I've been able to successfully maintain a vegan diet and lifestyle for a pretty substantial amount of time. Also, I've noticed in real life and on the internet, especially YouTube, there have been a lot of sort of ex-vegans coming out, or vegans who were vegan even for a long time, some of them, who've come out stating health problems or other reasons that they're not vegan, or sometimes I don't even know what the reasons are. And again, this isn't to judge, this isn't to try to put anyone down, anyone that I know in real life or that I've seen on the internet coming out with these claims or saying they're no longer vegan. It is a personal choice, at least to a point. I think it does affect others, but I also feel like veganism is about compassion to all animals, including humans. So this is definitely not me trying to throw shade at anybody. This is just to explain how and why I've been able to stay vegan, and maybe it'll help some of you, especially if maybe you're struggling with it or you have concerns. I'm not a doctor or medical professional. I'll mention some people in this video who you might look to for a further reference. Anyway, the main thing that's really kept me vegan this long has been the ethical connection. I do it also for health reasons, but mostly it's for the environment, and really mostly for animals. I've seen some videos, not in a while because they make me cry, but I've seen some videos about how animals are treated and things like that, and I want to be one less person causing harm to animals, especially because I truly don't believe that we need to eat animal products, especially in the civilization, the culture we live in now. Plenty of other foods are readily available to us that are most likely better for us to have, and I don't feel deprived, and I'll go into that in a minute here, but the ethical reasons, and again, I'm not going to sit here and preach to you about it, but watch Earthlings if you want to see more about that. It's a really hard movie to watch, or just even check out Mercy for Animals. They're a great resource for more information about that. I'll try to put a link to them in the description box below for you. Sorry, there was a little disturbance there. One of my cats was moving my camera around. But anyway, what was I saying? Ethical reasons. In short, speaking of my cats, I wouldn't eat them. I wouldn't eat my cats. So why would I eat a cow? Again, it's just something to think about. Just something I'm throwing out there. And I know that some animals would eat us, like lions and bears and things like that if needed. But those aren't even the animals that people are consuming. So I feel like that kind of makes it irrelevant. And also, just because someone else in the wild might do something doesn't mean that we can or should do that, or that it's the optimal diet for us in the first place. Again, just throwing some things out there. I'm not here to be the vegan police or anything like that. Another thing is that I am open to trying different things. I think that's helped. I've definitely made some missteps. I've tried some things that haven't worked, and I've tried a lot of different variations of vegan diet. I've done all raw foods. I've done high carb, low fat. I've experimented with higher protein or adding higher fats in and then adjusting it as needed. I tried experimenting to see what kind of foods work for me, and I found out recently that I am gluten intolerant, so I don't do gluten anymore for that reason. But aside from that, I've played around with different things rather than trying one thing and then saying, oh, this hasn't worked, so I'm just gonna stop being vegan, because that doesn't make any sense to me. The other thing is, like, even right now, like, I've really been trying to go more towards a balanced vegan diet. So having, not being afraid of carbs, not being afraid of fats. Some of this is body image stuff too, but eating, some carbs, some fats, some proteins, and kind of eating more intuitively. And, I'm kind of seeing how that goes. And so far, that's been feeling good. And also because, trying to be open to trying things, but, I'll eat some vegan junk food here and there. Like, I'll try vegan cheese sometimes, or, like, the other day I had some vegan ice cream, whatever. But about 80 to 90% of the food I eat is whole plant foods. And I think that makes a difference, because if you're eating a lot of junk food, whether it's vegan or not, you're probably not going to be feeling your best. And then what are you going to do? You're going to blame it on the diet? Well, yeah, it is kind of diet's fault, but it's not the vegan diet's fault. It's because maybe you just weren't eating as healthy as would be optimal for you. I'm not promoting like orthorexia or anything like that, but I do think that a whole food plant-based diet is the way to go. However you want to go about that, whatever foods you enjoy within that, and then adding in, a few vegan treat junk food things here and there as you feel like it. Luckily for me, I kind of tend to crave healthier foods most of the time anyway. And then when I do allow myself to have, I allow myself to eat whatever I want pretty much now, or at least I'm trying to. So whenever I notice whenever I eat something that's a little more like vegan junk food, after that, I'm usually just craving nothing but whole foods for a while. Like, that's just kind of naturally how it goes. And that's generally how I feel my best. But I'm trying to be balanced. I think sometimes when people quit being vegan because they have maybe a deficiency or health problem, I think those are very real things that can come up. And honestly, if I had health problems as a vegan, I don't know what I'd do. So again, trying to have compassion for these people. Because some of them, didn't even really necessarily want to stop being vegan, I don't think. But if someone's in pain, who's to say what we would do in that situation? Personally, I would try every avenue within a vegan diet, I think, possible if that happened. But, if someone's in there and their doctor's telling them this or that or the other thing, I realize that sometimes it can be hard to know, like, what our judgment might get skewed, or you might not know what to do. So I think it's important that even if you are vegan, to be compassionate to people who aren't or who are not vegan anymore, because we might not know the whole story. But some people that I would recommend to look to for like a balanced vegan diet to help sort of reduce the chance for help to prevent deficiencies or health problems that might come up, so we can have that whole food balanced approach to our diet and lifestyle within veganism. I really like Dr. Michael Greger and nutritionfacts.org, which is this website. You can find articles, and he's on YouTube, so he posts just free content all the time, little videos and things about, eating a nutritionally optimal plant-based diet. And it's all, his stuff is all from a science perspective. I also do like some of the stuff from like Dr. Neil Bernard and Dr. Esselstyn. So there are lots of people that you can check out. You can kind of choose Dr. Garth Davis. Some of the, Dr. Greger is probably like the one that I'm currently follow the most, and his book, How Not to Die, is particularly helpful from a health standpoint. But, you can look up information about different people and read books, get yourself educated on it, and learn about it, and be open to trying and experimenting different things to find what works best for you. And be nice to yourself. If you screw up one time, that doesn't mean that you have to completely quit veganism because you accidentally ate some. No, I've been pretty much straight vegan for the last 8 years, but I also realize everyone's path is different. So, just be nice to yourself and know that this is supposed to be a lifestyle of compassion to ourselves and others, humans and animals. It's kind of the point. So the ethical thing is the main thing that's kept me here, but also my lifestyle choices and being open to trying different things as well. That sounds kind of simple, so if you're hoping for something more complex, That's pretty much the gist of it. I could go in more detail about both of those things, but I'm not trying to have an hour-long video either. So anyway, if you have any other comments or questions about how I've stayed vegan for 8 years, or you know, even books, I'd be happy to recommend books or movies, resources, things like that for you. Feel free to comment below. I'll try to leave some information below as well. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And stay vegan if you are. Try to. Be compassionate. Be kind to yourself and others. And I will see you next Monday for another video. Peace.